Welcome back to Guess with Geeta on a special episode, Games with Geeta, where we have...
Hi, I'm Jordan. I am the host of the Saxon Gamer Moment, which is going to be airing its first episode soon.
So how'd you get the idea of a show? Like, we're in the 7th period class, but how'd you think of, and I have this talk show, so how'd you think of like a gamer moment, like a game talk show?
Well, the original idea behind it was that, video games are really popular. It's like a bigger industry than the movie industry. So talking about gaming news is very topical. Only problem was that there isn't actually a whole lot of news to cover on a consistent basis.
Yeah.
So we decided, me and my colleagues in the first period class, we would change it to a kind of a talk show where we review all sorts of games and then, of course, talk about the news.
That's a good idea. So what games do you think that you're gonna start covering?
Games? For the most part, we're going to be covering a lot of older games. Games people have kind of forgotten about or skipped over or just don't know about because they really only know Fortnite and Warzone and the popular ones. And I mean, at some point we would like to review new games like Elden Ring, but that's sometime in the future.
So you said you haven't filmed one yet. So do you know what your process will be for that?
The process for working on the show, a lot of it is the script writing and, getting content for the game review, because that's the meat of it. The news, we can just kind of go, take a look at the headlines, see what's happening, and then just write it in there a day before we go to record. And then, even more important than the script writing, once we record, it's going to be all in editing because we have to record the interview separately with one of our fellow gamers. And then, have picture-in-picture game footage on the screen and all sorts of stuff to just make it a really cohesive show.
Can't wait to watch that. Do you have a favorite game?
Favorite game? Yes, I do. Team Fortress 2, unfortunately.
Yes.
Right now, it's borderline unplayable, but I miss it every day.
How many hours did you say you had on that? Because I remember you
1,550 hours. And for those hardcore gamers watching at home, that is nothing.
Oh, okay. I would have thought that was a lot. So
it's, enough where I can say I'm decent at the game.
Yeah. So finally, someone like me, or from someone like you, what would you tell someone that knows nothing about video games? What would you want them to know? Basic.
Just the most basic stuff for people who don't know video games. PC is the best way you can play video games, on Steam. Consoles are fine, but, PC is just better.
I will keep that in mind. Thank you for coming on.
Yeah, no problem.
That's all.